This is Family Case Study Interview for EDFA 516 School and Community Relations. And I'd like to introduce my family this afternoon. Single parent, your name is?
I'm Olivia Hunter.
And her daughter?
Feliciana Hunter.
Okay. We have just 10 questions to ask you, 10 brief questions concerning school and community relations and your child's education. Question number 1. Tell me a little bit about your childhood.
Well, I grew up in a military family, and we traveled a lot. We were transient. Growing up in Central America, and in southeastern United States, and in Europe. I had both parents in the home, and both of the parents are college graduates. And myself, I finished high school and I completed some college.
That's big enough. Number 2, what values did your parents teach you?
My parents taught me to be a person of integrity, to mean what you say, and if you tell someone you're going to do something, do it. To be honest, and to be direct and straightforward. Simply to be a person of integrity.
Okay. What values do you teach your child?
I teach my child to be a very moralistic person, to be a person of high standard, of godly standards, and to be a person of integrity, to tell the truth, not to steal, to be constructive, be a person of substance, to just be a person of integrity.
Okay. What is a typical day like for you? I know that's a broad question, but just summarize it as best you can. What's a typical day for you?
A typical day for me is extremely busy. I'm an educator. You know, I get up, prepare breakfast, get my child to school, go to work, check on my elderly parents, get home, it's time to do homework, and, you know, work with my child, spend a little family time. And then it's time to basically retire for the evening.
Okay. What do you do as a family for recreation?
We love fishing. We love going to movies. We try to get in some sleep where we can.
Okay. What do you want personally from your child's school?
I like structured guidance. I expect the school to be there for the child. I like more structure instead of this loose thing that they try to do, where the children seem sometimes to be left to their own devices during their lunchtime period. They seem to have the run of the place. They do what they want to do, you know. And
Okay. Do you think enough is done by your child's school to engage parents in their child's learning process?
No, I don't. It's a process of where when you want to come in and check on your child, you can't really do it unannounced. You can show up, sign in, but wherever you sign in, once you let them know that you're there to just visit your child in the classroom, they make a call, you know, to the teacher. So, you know, they've been alerted.
It's not unannounced.
And it's not unannounced. You can't sit and quietly observe the class and see what your child is doing, or slip in the back and see what your child is doing. But I think the parents need to have unannounced access to their children. At least the front office knows that you're there and that your purpose for visiting the school. But she should be able to visit the child's classroom without the teacher or the child knowing that you're going to be observing them.
As a single parent, do you see yourself at an advantage or disadvantage with regard to what you can add to your child's educational development?
I believe that I am at an advantage because this gives me an opportunity to instill good godly values in my child. So I educate her at home as how to conduct her life and how she should be in public. So I find it a big advantage. I can also work with her if she's working at a level in her core subjects. I can work with her and give her additional work at home. But I like having the advantage of being able to teach her values, instill certain things in her.
Okay. Just two more questions. What advice, if any, would you offer school leadership with regard to how they could better engage parents or gain parental support for school initiatives?
After the initial investment that parents have to make for schedules and books and things like that, stay out of the parents' pocket, and
Right.
they'll be more supportive of you. You know, for those parents whose children are not involved in a magnet program or performance arts program, you know, you could, you know, just stay out of the parents' pocket. They will support their children to the utmost because that's what most parents do. When they have love for their children, they will support the school and they will support whatever activities their children are if the school would just stay out of the parents' pocketbook.
Okay. And the last question. What additional services should schools offer parents like yourself?
Earlier hours. They could start at 7 instead of 7:30.
Wednesday.
And also opportunities for finding grants and maybe continuing education.
Okay. I want to thank you. Again, this is the Family Case Study interview for EDFA 516 School and Community Relations. My name is Hugh Harmon, and this is
Olivia Hunter.
and
And Luciana Hunter.
we want to thank you for your time.